Hello and welcome to another episode of Atlanta Breakout TV. Today we are bringing back a legendary series that somehow got sidelined. My bad, guys. I don't know what happened. But we're bringing back Minifigure Battles, which the last Minifigure Battles episode we had was a while ago, and the theme was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Very cool theme, very cool figures. Andy ended up winning the votes within the first week. I don't know what the final vote count was, but he won that challenge. Congratulations to Andy. We are moving on with 3 new competitors weeks and or months later. But yeah, so we've got Michael, Ethan, and Garrett, all willing to throw their hats and their honor into the ring of minifigure battles to see who will emerge victorious. And so guys, who here has done a minifigure battle and who is? I think Garrett is the only one who has not yet.
I have not done one yet.
Competed in a challenge. It's pretty
underdog.
straightforward. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We just got a 16 by 16 base, 1 minifigure in this episode, and you get to decorate it according to the theme. So, the theme for this episode is pirates. Ooh. So, classic pirates, Pirates of the Caribbean, any kind of pirate you want to do. Skeleton pirates, fantasy pirates. It's a fun theme, and it's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you guys can generate some cool ideas. What do you guys think about the theme? Let's start with Michael. When you think pirates, how does that strike you?
Well, considering the fact that I've been asking for a pirate theme since the beginning of the series, I'm greatly excited.
You're overjoyed for this.
I'm ecstatic.
You're ecstatic. Awesome. What about you, Ethan? How are you feeling over there?
I am quite thrilled as well. I've been waiting pretty much since the beginning as well to do a pirate.
You guys are all liking pirates. Garrett, are you on the pirate train too?
Arg.
Yeah, there you go. We're all ready to rumble, ready to let loose the cannons and broadside the brig. Yeah, alrighty. So pirates coming up soon. They have a week to work on their figures, and a specific time we will stop the building and record what they have completed. Hopefully they're able to get a figure and a little scene built for them to set the stage. And looking forward to those cool figures, guys. All right.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be back in a minute.
Several days later.
Hey, Ethan, how you doing?
Pretty good. So, I've started on the base for the minifig battles.
Ooh, very nice.
I've got the cannonball splashing in the water.
I like it.
Got some growth with vines.
Yep, you got some seaweed all over that ship. That's awesome.
This is a sunken ship, so some oil has poured out and kind of covered it, and now it's starting to catch fire.
Wow.
Got some plants kind of.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of wreckage. Ooh, I like the skeleton hanging by the chain. That's awesome.
Floppy skeleton.
You got like a figurehead on the front of the boat too?
Yeah.
I'm getting Silent Mary vibes a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Very cool. And so you haven't worked on the figure too much yet, right?
Not yet. I'm still going to work on that one, cook them up, and then it'll be perfect. Then it'll be good to go.
Sounds good, Ethan. Good luck.
Thank you.
Several more days later.
All right, Michael, how are we doing so far? What you got?
I got some pirate stuff. Now,
Ooh.
I'm kind of making a kraken scene right now.
Mm-hmm.
Might add some more tentacles later on, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. Considering the fact that my last minifigure battle, I didn't even do a scene. Really set me back. So
Yeah. Well,
now that I'm doing a scene, I think it looks good.
You've got some great things going on here. I really liking the scene, and it looks like you got a figure partially assembled here too. Is he pretty much done, or you're working on him?
I might change him up a lot.
Okay.
I've seen some new parts that I might want to try out on him. I'm just not liking his torso right now.
Gotcha. All right. Well, looking forward to any further changes as you get towards the end of the time.
Thank you.
And we're back, and we have 3 amazing completed figures and their builds that they sit inside of. What are you laughing about, Ethan? Calm down. All right. Let's start with Garrett over on our left.
Alrighty.
What do we got here, Garrett?
So I have a little display of a pirate who has traveled to this island and has found a forbidden tomb.
Ooh,
This
very nice.
pirate, his name is Admiral Eel-Tongue Blunderbuss.
I like it. That's quite a name.
It is quite a mouthful. His friends just call him Captain Eel.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
But he has plundering ships and villages was just a little too easy for him. So he has decided that his new hobby is only exploring forbidden and cursed tombs and temples. And it looks like he has found a pretty interesting treasure in this tomb
I see that.
that he's pulling out.
Yeah, it looks like is it a bionicle mask by chance?
That is a bionicle mask, and that happens to be the mask of water breathing. Might be a little helpful for a pirate.
I can see that. Yeah, okay, very
So
cool.
felt I had to add a little bionicle flair to mine.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, mutated pirate, ghostly face, crab claw.
Very cool. I like it, Garrett. Now, 2 questions for you. First,
Yes.
So, what was the what's the part you're most satisfied with, and what's the part that was the most difficult to build in this challenge?
So, I'm very content with how my figure turned out.
There you
I
go.
didn't like it as much as I thought I would, like at first, and then I, started doing more and more, and the figures honestly turned out to be better than the build, in my opinion.
Gotcha. It kind of grew on you.
Kind of grew on me more than I thought it would.
That's good.
But honestly, one of the hardest things that just, not even a hard thing, but just a weird technical thing, was getting this mask at the front at this particular angle.
Gotcha.
Just used a normal hinge plate, but it was a little tight in here.
Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of just to get it at that angle, you're going against the grain of Technic and Lego a little bit. So.
And the axle in here is at a weird angle because of this mask. It flips and stuff. So.
Gotcha. Well, looks great, Garrett. And
Thank you.
We can ask the other 2 what they think of their build really quick. Let's see, Ethan, what do you think of Garrett's build?
I actually really like it. I like the crabs.
There you go.
Purple and orangish crab.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bionicle masks are a cool touch.
They may not be a reference to the mantis crabs from Bionicle.
There you go. Excellent. All right, Michael, what do you think of Garrett's mock here?
I like how you had your own little flair into there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Own bit of personality, what you like in Lego, put into your own mock.
I thought that, needed to be done at least a little bit.
Yeah, if Garrett's the Bionicle guy, he's got to represent, right?
A little bit.
There you go. Well, great job, Garrett. We'll see how it stacks up against the competition here. Let's move on to Ethan's build. Ethan, what are we looking at here?
So today we are looking at Captain Seabeard on his kind of like shipwreck little island he's got here. Yeah, he's got a floppy arm skeleton right here, which is pretty cool.
I do like that.
And everything's kind of overgrown, and there's rats in it, and
It's got seaweed.
And cannons. He's actually fighting off someone who you can't see because space restrictions.
Yeah,
But
gotcha.
there's a cannonball landing in the water right here, and there's like a bunch of smoke coming off from a cannonball he just shot at the enemy ship.
Very cool, Ethan.
And then my character is made out of parts from like Davy Jones, the Ghost Knight from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I used his head, and then I used the claw from the CMF, like bug guy.
Yep.
Fly monster.
Yeah, the fly
Yep.
monster. And then I've got like a translucent leg from the Ghost Pirate from the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Excellent. Very
So,
cool, Ethan. So same 2 questions as Garrett. What's the part you're most satisfied with, and what's the part that was the most challenging for you?
I like how the figure turned out a lot because I had a rough draft of the figure, and I just scrapped it and completely redid it. And it turned out way better, so I was very happy about that. And then the hardest part was probably getting these all like little like side parts to stick on the ship because it's very fragile.
Yeah, it's also at an angle, too. That's one of the things
it's at a
Garrett
very
mentioned.
complicated angle, so...
So, yeah. Very cool. All right, so let's open up to the floor. Garrett, what do you think about Ethan's build here?
I really like it. You've got a bunch of crazy angles going on with all the woodwork and stuff, and these connections on the sides are really cool. I also love the way you did the smoke for the cannon using the little ice cream pieces. That's perfect.
Yeah. Thank you. And then, Michael, what do you think of Ethan's build here?
I like all the plates you used for the ship. I like there's hardly any studs showing.
A lot of tiles.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. Well, you guys are all very complimentary. I like it. I appreciate that.
I think we all ended up with really good builds that I think if whoever wins, it's like, sure.
It's up to those commenters.
Yeah.
We'll see. They're very tenacious and opinionated, so we'll see how they like your builds here. But let's move right along to Michael. What are we looking at here?
Well, he has no name. He is unknown. He is not a captain you would hear of. He is not even a captain at all. He is a creature, and he is a spawn of the kraken.
Gotcha.
Here you can see him in a battle scene where his legs were actually cut off and he regrew as tentacles since he is a kraken. Yeah, that's pretty much
that's the story.
That's the story.
He's a kraken spawn,
He's a
right?
kraken. There's not really much to know about him other than he is a sea creature.
Sea monster.
Doesn't go plundering for loot. He doesn't go.
He just attacks anything that moves.
He attacks anything that moves.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I like it. And same questions as the other 2. What was the part that you're most happy with, and what was the part that was challenging for you? This is a pretty expansive build. I want to hear about.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the tentacle piece since this is only like my second mock I ever made.
Good job.
I asked Daniel for some advice. He showed me some building techniques, and I implemented that into my build. Something that could have worked on a little better was my base here. I could have made it much flatter.
Okay, so
Rather than kind of a cube.
I kind of like the three-dimensional aspect, but I mean, flat ocean kind of makes sense sometimes too. So, but yeah, very cool, Michael. All right, let's open it up to the floor and see how our friends think about it. Garrett, what do you think about Michael's build here?
Love the way you incorporated the mast of the ship like that. That's really cool. That's one thing I forgot to add was a pirate flag. Love the face you used for your figure. What face is that?
This is the Mouth of Sauron piece from the Black Gate.
Yes.
And about the flag, they haven't really made many pirate flags.
None
Not
that are
enough.
like that fabric one. But
yeah.
I really like the way I like the sea monster, and I do like the way you did your base. Actually, I'm one of those people who likes the way exposed studs looks.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan.
Appreciate it, Garrett. All right,
Yeah.
Ethan, what do you think about Michael's build?
I think it's actually pretty good for only like your second mock ever. I like
There you
the
go.
moss, kind of showing that he's kind of like an ancient creature, and then the mouth of Sauron head is a pretty cool touch.
Yeah, very
so-
scary looking face to that.
Yeah,
thing.
one of the coolest Lego heads of all time, I think.
Very cool.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Not one that Lego's gonna make very often.
No,
They don't
I'd be
really want to
shocked if they redid it.
scare the kids.
Yeah.
It's a really creepy face.
They're very careful about that creepy, scary movie factor nowadays, I think, compared to prior years. So we'll see if we
Temple
ever
of
see it
Doom.
again. Yeah, Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it, but that's exactly what I was thinking.
He said it.
Is that?
Alrighty. So these three great pirate mocks are up for the vote. So now it's up to you, the viewer, the audience, to comment and let us know which build you like the best. Don't forget to emphasize who it's from. Garrett, Ethan, or Michael. And,
Pastor Michael.
Yeah, if you're part of the chat on the live stream, then yes, you could qualify as Pastor Michael. But anyway, three great pirate mocks. Whatever criteria you want to judge on, I think they look great. I think they all qualify. They're on the 16x16. Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, and we'll see on the next time we do one of these who won this round.
Sounds great.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.